Threat analysts are often told to go and triage a threat, but they don't necessarily get a lot of context around what it is or who it is. So they need to start at ground zero to understand, what is this thing? Why should I block it? Is it really a threat? So here in this case, the threat analyst is just given a URL that's a bit.ly link, and they don't necessarily know what it is at the time. So I'll just pop that open in Sand Browser. We provide a fully instrumented virtual machine here at StrikeReady that you can browse unknown threats. And in this case, that bit.ly threat looks like it was a Google Doc. And it looks like this is just a threat report from somebody talking about a Netflix phish. So the reporter included a few screenshots about the phish and what it did. And then there's a whole bunch of indicators. Some of these are broken intentionally by the author. Some of them are not broken, so you could click on them in this safe environment if you wanted to. And this is a fully instrumented virtual machine. You could browse to any website you want. You could take screenshots, all those sorts of things. So pretty straightforward. So here I'm just going to come back and say, okay, now I know this is a threat report. I'm going to extract the indicators, the artifacts, and understand, maybe am I already blocking this? Would my tools already detect this? So from that previous report, you can see that we extracted the domains and emails and different types of hashes and URLs. So maybe I just take a URL. Some people might take this and pump it into VirusTotal. Here we give you a few different engines, about 30 of them that we're going to proactively license for you, so you can do all these different scans. You can see here VirusTotal says this hash is bad. Some engines say it's good, some engines say it's bad, some engines have never seen it before. So that's true across hashes. It could be true against domains and URLs. So pretty straightforward that we just handle all that for you. So now I know it's bad, but what I might want to do is say, okay, has anybody received an email from the sender in this case? In this case, it was malicious actor 923. So I'm just going to take that and create a new case based on that sender, because I want to look through all my enterprise email. And when I'm doing that, I want it to be tracked to the analyst who's making individual searches. So I'm just going to say Netflix IOCs, tipper from a friend. Let's say a friend sent me this threat report. So I've created a case, and now I'm just going to pop into the case. We do full case management here at StrikeReady. If I look in the artifacts, there's only one artifact at this point, but we can add in those other IPs and domains and hashes. So we have this email, and I just want to understand, has anybody at my enterprise received an email from this sender to this sender, maybe with this subject line? So I'm just going to select my Microsoft 365, and the analyst doesn't need to know how you do this particular search on Office or Exchange or Google's Google's Gmail. They just want to search across the enterprise and understand, has anybody got an email from this sender? So now we can see that we're doing the lookup, the mailbox lookup, and there'll be 19 emails from that sender, from that malicious actor 923 at Gmail. So we could scroll through them here. We could paginate through them. But I just want to say, okay, anybody with the subject line Netflix or contains Netflix from the sender. So now I know that these are obviously part of that Netflix phishing campaign, so I can just click through and I can move them. And now they are being moved to the junk folder, which I pre-configured. And now your job is done. Now you have those 2 emails that you got from that phishing report, and they've been moved to junk, and you can go about your day.